lost all ambition or worldly acclaim. I just wanna be the one you love. I've lost all ambition or world.
All right. Oh, excuse me. Hello. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another night of streaming. And today, it's a very special night because I get to be back here hanging out with you, beautiful and amazing people. So, welcome in. If you are coming in to hang out with us live today, nothing crazy today, guys. Nothing crazy. I mean, there is a lot of crazy shit happening. There's a lot of crazy shit I've seen, and there's a lot of crazy shit I plan to see, right? For to talk about on the stream, and hopefully, we can get the podcast back on track with Tommy Boy here. He's just been out, and I don't really like doing the podcast without him because the whole point is that he's in the podcast with me, right? That I get to play out him. So, there's some stuff that I really want to save to get his opinion on. Oh, I don't know what side of my head that is, and you know, just shoot the shit, hang out, and talk about all this stuff. But today, we're gonna keep it kind of light. We're gonna keep it kind of chill. We're gonna just be playing some Fortnite. I haven't really been playing Fortnite at all lately. I mean, I've been playing on stream the last few days just because my friends have been on with me and just kind of telling me to stream it or just telling me to play in general. Sometimes I'm not. I'm just playing. I'm not even streaming. But today, decided to do a little solo, a little solo Fortnite, and we're just gonna hang out. We're just gonna have some fun. We're gonna maybe win a game, perhaps get some kills. The usual. And we're gonna talk. Or let's just jump right into it. Let's just put the game up. But we're gonna talk about this new show that has come out. It came out, I guess, 3 weeks ago now. It came out the week after the Super Bowl, and it's called Shogun. It's on FX, which is one of the Fox networks. So it's technically a Disney show, I guess, but it's really, really good. I mean, it's only 3 episodes in, and obviously nothing is perfect, right? Things are flawed, and obviously the show has its flaws and its storytelling has some things that I don't know that as far as storytelling goes and how a show goes, it's kind of predictable already, but that's still not taking away my enjoyment of the show and how much I've been liking it so far. So I just hope it gets better because and I'll do a little rundown on the show. Spoilers if you haven't seen it. There's only 3 episodes, so there's not much to catch up on. You can just go hop right in. If you have a Hulu account or anything, you can watch FX shows. I would definitely recommend jumping in and checking it out because it's really good. And obviously, it's called Shogun, right? There's gonna be subtitles because it's a show that's based, the settings in Japan, so there's gonna be Japanese audio and all that. And we got Kasumi baby over here talking about what's up, Kasumi baby? How are you? Thank you for dropping by to the stream. I appreciate you coming to say hey. What's up? How's your day been? You do much today? You just hanging out? About to be playing some Bort. It's funny. Me and Homeboy wanted to match skins, but let's see what's a good skin. I've been playing with my Super Shredder skin because I like it. I like the way it looks. Kasumi baby said, "I'm playing Overwatch." Yo, nice. You're still playing ranked? Did you said you were trying to get to diamond on that, right? Look at that. Look at my diamond throne. I'm sitting on diamonds. But that's cool. Hopefully you win some games. You get to do what you gotta want to do. I don't play Overwatch, so I don't know. Joinable parties, people. Who the fuck is? I don't even know who these people are. Wow. I know these people, but yeah. So hopefully you get to win or whatever. I don't play Overwatch. I never really found the appeal of it. I don't like that there's specific skills and shit to each character. I think you should just be able to grab a gun and shoot. Like if I wanted to play a game like that. Frankly, if I'd be playing, damn, I can't even say frankly without sounding like Trump anymore. Frankly, I would play. I don't know, like League of Legends or something, Dota. But those are bird's eye view. I get what the appeal of Overwatch is it takes kind of that sort of gameplay and stuff and puts it in first person, I guess. But I mean, the point is, I hope you kick some ass. There you go. The long-winded way of saying it. Sorry that I ramble. But you guys, so this show called Shogun. Sorry to cut that off, but back into talking about this. So this show takes place in it's either in the 15 or the 1600s, and there hasn't been a shogun for some 100 or 200 years, something like that. And right now, Japan's in a weird transitional state because Portugal is coming over to Japan and monopolizing the trade over there and just kind of the resources and whatnot, and they're trying to get them converted to Catholicism, which is the Catholic Church has always been trying to stick its nose where it shouldn't be, especially those priests with them kids, right? But in this show, and I'm not just fuck that, fuck the church. I respect to religion and God and the books and all that, but the church, the estates made by men, no, because those are men controlled. Those are men made. They have an agenda. You can never trust some people with an agenda, and that's why you shouldn't trust the government either. And this is why I'm shadow banned on all my socials, because I say shit like this. So if you guys want to support the channel, make sure we don't get shadow banned. Be sure to follow the Twitch, subscribe to the YouTube, follow the Instagram, maybe follow even the TikTok a little bit too if you guys are up to it. But yeah, so anyway, so this show it takes place, let's just say the 1600s, because I'm pretty sure that's when all the trade. Yeah, it was the 1600s when Columbus, quote unquote, bumped into America. I'm not gonna say he discovered it because there were already people here, right? We're gonna be one of those guys, for Columbus, guys. But so it takes place back then, and it's, I don't know. I know. I'm gonna be real. I don't know much about Japanese history in that era. No, not even necessarily in any era. I knew about some of the Japanese history of the 1800s with the samurai then, when they were becoming kind of obsolete, and everybody knows Japan's history in World War II. And I think as far as things are now, everybody just kind of sees them as the kawaii anime creators that they are. But let's not forget, Japan. A lot of hard people come from Japan. A lot of warriors, a lot of fucking soldiers, a lot of killers. And not necessarily serial killers. Just that was part of their culture back then, to be warriors, to be soldiers, to be able to kill. Even if it's themselves when it comes to dishonoring their clan or anything like that. But anyway, so onto the plot. It begins in the 1800s. A ship is a guy. It's some British guy. He's in the ship. He's a pilot. I guess he's the guys who those are the guys who navigate. Whoa, what's going on here? And Sally coming in with a subscription for 9 months. Holy fuck. And jumping in a howdy ho. Thank you for that, Sally. How are you, man? Thanks for coming by. Hope you're feeling good. I hope your knee's good. I didn't see you tonight, so I assumed you were working, but thanks for coming to the stream, homie. And thanks for that sub. Ah, son of a bitch, you got me. Hey. No, dude, thank you so much. I appreciate the sub, dude. I really do. Thank you for dropping by, man. It really means a lot. Holy fuck, man. That always scares the shit out of me when I hear that noise. And that's probably gonna look cooked on the VOD too. It's gonna be like, but we work with what we have. But thank you. Shout out. Fucking hold on. Let me do this real quick because I don't have mods. I mean, I do have mods. Sally's a mod, but I don't want him shouting out himself. I want to give him the shout out myself. So, Sally said I was waiting on a package to get here. They didn't get delivered until 8:30. Damn, that sucks. But oh well. I mean, I guess that's kind of still work, right, dog? But big shout out to Sally, man. Been here 9 months. Holy shit, I can't believe it's already been 9 months since we came back to the stream. Or since Sally sub. I mean, when was... Fuck. When did we first start? Because I took a I had like a huge hiatus for the long... I think I was out for at least a year from streaming. Sally said, I'm happy with the product. Hell yeah, man. It looked fire. And I'll definitely spread the word around. And shit, it's all legal now, so... There should be no problem. There should be no probs. But yeah, man, I'm glad you're happy with it. I'm happy with the show, man. So this, if you haven't seen it, man, I wrote 10 out of 10. Recommend the show Shogun. Um, I've been trying to break down the the first episode since I started the stream, but my ADHD just keeps fucking taking me everywhere. But anyway, so the show starts. This guy, this pilot, he's an Englishman. He's talking to the captain, and he's giving us a little bit of exposition. Yeah, we're gonna be playing some board. We're doing the board. You know how we do it. It's been a while. I didn't know what to play, so this is something you can just kind of turn your brain off and play, whether you win or lose. I mean, some people get into it. I don't care if I win or lose, but I want support. Hop on, dude. Hop on after this game. I'll do a little duo. I'm not planning on streaming long either. I was just gonna do like an hour. So I just wanted to talk about this show, man. This show's so good. This show's so good. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, I hate that they give sniper scopes to these assault rifles. So he said word. Nice. So I assume that means he'll be joining us probably soon after this game. But so the show starts. It's a ship, wooden ship, like the ones that Columbus would travel on. Trying to see if it's crackling. So he said, "Haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I've seen it advertised. Have yet to check it. No, it's good, man. I really appreciate. I really like the show so far as what it is. But this guy, the pilot of the ship, which again is he's also the navigator, or he steers it. He's talking to his captain, and they're giving us a little bit of exposition. Apparently, this pilot, he's fluent in Portuguese, but they're not Portuguese. They're Englishmen, and they clearly have been having a rough time trying to reach the Japan, as they call it. And the 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 captain of the ship, he's an old guy. He's pretty much giving up on it. He's telling the pilot, you gotta know when to call it. This is the time for me to call it. I don't think we're gonna make it to Japan alive, so I'd rather go out on my own terms. This guy pulls a gun, the pilot leaves the captain's quarters, and you just hear a faint gunshot in the back, obviously assuming that the captain took his own life, which he did. And so literally right after he takes his own life, they look out in the shore, and they're right coming up to Japan, and the guy's like, "See, I told you, bastards, like Japan's is right here, we made it." And they didn't believe him, and now they're like, "Whoa, you were so right." So I reach Japan, the show starts, and now we get to the actual, I believe this is the actual main character. I believe this pilot character, this Englishman, is supposed to be a stand-in for the audience because, one, he's very unfamiliar with the culture, and if it's the 1600s, so there's not really Americans yet, right? So they can't really just be like, "Oh, if it had taken place in the 1800s, I think they could have done a little Tom Cruise thing with The Last Samurai, and put an American in it." So they said, let's get an English guy. That's the closest. That's her cousin. This is the closest thing we're gonna have to Amiriki on the show. So they have this guy kind of reacting to the culture and not understanding the language because it is a subtitled show. You are gonna have to be doing some reading if you want to watch it. It's almost like watching an episode of anime, to be honest. But then they have this guy who speaks English, so it's kind of cool. But anyway, so this guy, clearly he's got some agenda or something. He's telling his crewmates that to let him talk for them, that he speaks Portuguese if they can get somebody that can speak Portuguese, because there's a lot of Portuguese over there in Japan apparently right now, trying to do some trading and convert them to Catholicism. They can figure something out. And this is before Japan knew that there were any other countries or whatever. They didn't know of England. They didn't know of this man's language because you're assuming that when he's speaking English, he's speaking Portuguese because he's also speaking to the priests and stuff, and they're obviously speaking Portuguese, right? Because they're Portuguese. And there's even some Japanese characters in the show who speak Portuguese because they believe in Christianity. They're Catholics. So they find the guy. You know, they send these samurai to retrieve the ship, and you know they get the Englishman out for some reason because he's the one who decides to climb out, and yada yada yada. They hold him in contempt. You know, he's in the prison. Oh, there's two of them. Ah, bastard. And at first they're just kind of trying to figure out what's going on. All these other characters show up that are probably going to be important, and you meet this guy who's the uncle of the guy who runs the village where they find the ship, and apparently he's under one of the lords who are part of the council of the, because after the samurai there was there's the shogun who was pretty much like a military leader, and after all that broke up they made a council, and there hasn't been a shogun since or something like that. So Sokens. And so, they're calling this guy gets taken to him, and he's getting translated to by a priest, and the priest is, being very biased because English people are Protestant and these guys are Catholic. So he's immediately telling the Japanese to just murder him, that he's a heretic, that he doesn't deserve to live, blah 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 blah. And so they go. Oh, I heard the request come in. Shit. Or the invite. Fuck. I might have to leave game. But for some reason, well, I know so the Japanese are curious as to what the man's speaking of, because obviously the Catholics didn't tell them that there was Protestants and other religions about Christianity and all that stuff. So he talks his way to living, but to keep him alive, they just kill one of his crewmates for some reason. I guess they have to pick one if they're not gonna kill him or something for speaking out. So it's weird. I don't know how they run these things. Oh yeah, hold on. Let's go join their party. Yeah, let's just leave the game. We can return to lobby. Yeah, and he survives, but then they gotta take him somewhere else because the guy who he serves, man, and it's complicated. It's very political, a lot of backstabbing and stuff. There's a power struggle. They really start with that, which I like. I like the Game of Thrones kind of power struggle, mind games, betrayal type shit, and I think it's cool because you can tell immediately that this guy is who they first bring the barbarian to. He's definitely a traitor or a liar, but in later episodes, in the second and third episode, he seems to be playing both sides. So we'll see how the end of the season goes and whatnot. But it looks pretty insane. It looks like it's gonna be good. There's definitely a war brewing up, and there's like an ancient armor that the Shogun wears that we're probably gonna see our main character wear. And just for us a show about samurais, it hasn't been terribly violent yet. There's been an ambush scene from episode 2, I believe. That was, and in episode 3, there's another ambush. So that was pretty cool, you know. But it's surprisingly not violent. There's a couple beheadings, no lie, But even then, they're not done as much for the glorification of the gore, but just to kind of state how cold this, how cold and how ruthless some of these Ronin were. Some of these samurais, some of these guys who lived by the sword, and how willing they were just to take their own life. Because in one part, the actual lord, his name is Yoshi Togaranga. Yeah, Yoshi Togaranga. and Mr. Togoranga is part of this council, and he was the favorite of the leader of the shogun before he died, before he set the council up. And these guys want to impeach him from the council because the power struggle. They want this guy is the only one kind of. Yoshi is the righteous guy, the guy who you would want running to be shogun. Yoshi is the guy who he's Mr. Miyagi. He's basically just a righteous dude, the guy who's very much, living the life as wise and as, temptation free or whatever, right? And so, why can't I mark shit? It's actually more like over there. And so they want to get him out because he plays by the rules, and these guys, they don't want to play by the rules, right? So Yoshi, they summon him to Osaka, which back then was the capital. I know that the capital now is Tokyo, but back in the samurai day, the capital was Osaka. So they get Mr. Yoshi, they get him to come here because they're like, we're impeaching you and blah 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 blah, and they're basically holding him prisoner, right? They're basically holding him for an execution because once they impeach him, they're gonna be able to do whatever they want with the laws or whatever. Because there's also people in this council, two of them I think, who are very Christian, and it's a council of 5, I believe. There's like 5 clans, so they're holding him prisoner, and they're getting one of his guys to betray him, which is the guy who first came across, the first guy of power who first came across the Englishman. And so he tells the guys who are working against him that what's gonna happen, and there's just much more to it, man. It's very convoluted, it's very complicated, it's very fun. I love shit like this. So so they get my man's. They get him. They get him trapped over here in Osaka, and I love playing without communications. Always makes it fun. Break the ground. Break the ground. There you go. Yeah, and you can take the loot. Nah, I'm good. That sniper sucks. The scope on it sucks. If you kill the guy, he has the right scope for the sniper. But this is not even where I wanted to take you. Come here. So there's also the guy Yoshi. He has some women who are in power that married into his family, and while the whole council's going on, where they're trying to impeach him and whatnot, they fucking his I believe it's one of his sons-in-laws or something like that. He speaks out, telling them not to disrespect him and blah blah blah, and because of that, he brought so much shame to the council and the warriors and that guy who's their lord, that he asks permission to commit seppuku. If you don't know what seppuku is when samurais would take their own life to preserve their honor. I don't know how taking your own life can do that. I think you just kind of forfeit the game, but they were just like, yeah, no, he ends his his bloodline, so he just had a baby, and he has to kill the baby and then himself. It's sad. It's really intense, but that's Japanese cultures for you back then, especially, and that's what people forget now, man. Like, Japanese were very intense. They were fighting in Korea and they were doing crazy shit. There's a reason why Koreans don't like Japanese people, which is crazy, and neither do Chinese. And you can go to World War II for that, or even far more behind. But anyway, so that ends up happening, which is a huge thing, huge spoiler. It's over there, homie. And so this guy, he ends his bloodline, and it just kind of starts the downfall. They're trying to get Yoshi to impeach him, just to kill him, and he's trying to escape. So the second episode, it starts with Yoshi kind of trying to figure out why, because he's also, as his job in the council is also that he's the foreign affair guy. So the Portuguese have to go through him to ask permission to leave their harbors, to come in, things like that. So because this guy's a foreigner, Yoshi's kind of like, all right, what's up? So he has a daughter-in-law, or no, it's his right-hand man's daughter-in-law, who she's a Christian, like a hardcore Christian, and her husband isn't. And they introduce her husband, and he's kind of an asshole, but he goes out like a total badass. He actually goes out taking a whole fucking slew of samurais by himself, and he died like a hero. And even the guy who's like their lord or whatever, their leader, he's like, oh, you did it, like you're a badass, you made me proud. What is this? Drum mag. Okay, they both have drum mags. Oh, I see. There was a zip line. But oh, sorry, fucking got a little locked in here. But yeah, so he knows something's up, especially with this guy, because now they're learning about other religions, and there's Protestants and this and that. So, oh, nice. Yeah, I told you the scope's gonna is shittier on that. That's a real scope on that. I missed the upgrade stations, man, where you can upgrade your shit. I'm surprised we haven't encountered anyone. So yeah, so the second episode, it starts with, a lot more political stuff going on. One guy betraying Yoshi at first, and giving out some information about him, and him conspiring with the main guy of the council, whose name is Ishido, I believe, and he wants Yoshi out. He wants Yoshi gone. Absolutely, just doesn't like the guy for some reason. Whatever, right? So he wants Yoshi gone, and that's just kind of ain't happening. So he gets betrayed, and at the end of the episode, again, spoilers. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I am missing in the detail, which makes it more dramatic, and I'm just kind of pointing out the big stuff that ended up happening. But yeah, they send an assassin for the foreigner, not Yoshi. They think first it's for Yoshi, but Yoshi was like, no. Here's what I did. I felt something was up, so I let the foreigner take my quarters. Ah, they got him. Oh, and Sally got him. Got one of the tactical grunts. One of the bots. One of the birdie bots. What does this guy have? Some gold. Striker, hollow suppressor. Is there more? So yeah, so they send an assassin. They think it's for Yoshi, It's not. It's for the foreigner, and that kind of they're like, well, why would they want to kill the foreigner? And clearly, it's because he threatens, the rule of Christianity in Japan. So people are not for it, I guess, or the church is not for it. So yeah, so they want to assassinate him. They want to get rid of him. Ah, I'm out of ammo. Gotta reload. Hey, knocked him. Ooh. Oh, nice. I don't know why they gave me that a limb. Nice. Headshot. I love getting headshots. Sometimes I subconsciously just aim for the head. And then Fortnite's like, oh, you got a headshot, bro. And I'm like, hey, thanks. But anyway, yeah, so they try to kill my boy Yoshi, which isn't good. But it's clearly that they're going for the foreigner. Oh, this has the shit scope. Keeping my other one. And, they're not finding it. So Yoshi clearly can tell that Osaka is not... It's just not safe for them. So they stage a way to... They say that they're gonna... They say that they're gonna transport the Anjin, which means foreigner, I think. They also call him the barbarian. But it's just the English guy. They don't, and he hasn't... I don't know if he said his name. I think he might have. But they just call him Pilot too. And there's a Spaniard guy who calls him English. Hey, get my show English. He's like a son of a bitch to him because Spaniards and English, back then, they weren't homies. No way he knocked you. Nice. Ooh. Nice. Oh look, there's another one. I didn't get the crown though. Did I get the crown? Alright. But yeah, so they escape, or at least they attempt to at the end of the second episode, I think. And no, it's the third episode when they attempt to escape. And the Yoshi manages to sneak out. They figure out later when they get ambushed, and then there's just all this shit going on. Oh, he's got his own car. And so, yeah, there's a part where the woman one of the Christian women that I mentioned earlier, Mariko-sama, her husband, who was like introduced as an asshole, ends up sacrificing himself for them to escape, and it's really badass. He really went out like as a badass, as a fucking hero. So it's crazy because they introduced him as somebody that you were like, oh, I'm gonna hate this guy in the show. Holy shit. But he actually ends up going out like a complete like fucking Chad. So it was really cool to see just the honor they had in being warriors, because there's a part 2 where one of the guys is saving somebody from a cliff, but he's about to give up because the waves are winning or whatever. So this man's about to commit seppuku, man. Oh shit. You got it. There he is. Careful with the fucking turret, though. Those things are powerful. Oh, hell no. Hate this storm. I remember when I first started playing Fortnite, when I first got introduced to it, and they were explaining to me the storm and shit. I was like, I don't know why there's any reason why we should ever not be heading inside the circle. I think strategically that's the best too, because people are always searching for loot outside, and it's always so frustrating when I see teammates risk themselves in the storm for loot and then they end up dying. Like, they have this really good loot, but then they end up dying. It's like, bro, there's good loot at the center. You just gotta keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. I'm moving forward. But yeah, so show last episode ends with, you know, Yoshi respecting the pilot because he apparently, you know, this crazy maneuver that's really cool, and he fucking, you know, escapes with their ship from the guys who are trying to hold him back, the Portuguese and the church, which again, don't trust the church. And so yeah, so the episode ends with them diving, going for a race back to Yoshi's hometown, which is really cool, really wholesome. And again, I'm really enjoying it. There's a lot of aspects that I'm really enjoying of it. I love how committed they are to being warriors and how seriously they take it. I didn't know I could jump that high. And how seriously they take it, and how it's just such a way of life for them to be warriors, to be samurai. So it's really fucking cool, and I recommend it. Now that I fucking, you know, gave my shitty rundown of the you know, the first 3 episodes of the show, and how much I loved it, and how much I recommend it, and how I still think it's really good, and how I still think if you find any of this enjoyable, you should go watch it. But it has its issues. One of its issues is the English character, the main character, the stand-in for the audience, right? And I hate that, because in a way he is the main character, because he's the one that we kind of have to follow in understanding this culture and yada yada yada. We're getting shot at. I don't know who that was. Iron Hype. More like Iron Dead. Oh, your bot got in. It's Q. But here's my thing. I love, you know, obviously, especially with American audiences who are very, you know, narrow-minded when it comes to absorbing other cultures. You know, that's a big reason why anime took so long to break out here. You know, because anime was huge in Mexico when I first came to America. You know, everybody told their brother watch Dragon Ball, and you weren't cool if you didn't. You know, because there was a shit ton of fighting and this and that. But that's a bot. Yeah. But my issue with shows like this is because they have to, you know, add one of those type of characters to shows like this, because, you know, they can't just make the whole cast Japanese and, you know, you read subtitles and stuff. People would get bored of that. You know, Americans would get bored of that. They wouldn't want to read all the subtitles, this and this and that. So they have to add standing characters like that, which is fine. You know, it's fine that, you know, a foreigner comes in and has to earn the respect of these samurai, and like, I think that's pretty cool. What I hate is that everything turns into a Pocahontas story. Everything's a fucking Pocahontas story. Ah, fuck. He had a shotgun. But everything's clear, and you know, this is clearly becoming a Pocahontas story, because that girl that they got to translate for him at first, the one that was learning Portuguese, because of the you know, because, excuse me, because she's Catholic, her husband husband just happens to be the guy who sacrifices himself, right? He happens to be the one who gets offed, and so now she's single. She has a kid, and the English guy is probably gonna learn to love her, or whatever. He's gonna teach him stuff from England and bring his English values to Japan, which I already know, and it's proven that Japanese people don't get influenced by the Western values because they still continue their culture as they are, and they're still very much exclusively only Japanese people in Japan. It's very hard to get citizenship there if you're a foreigner because they see the fucking holes in our culture and kind of how they see things and how we're dirty and shit like that, right? So that's just kind of my big issue is that this is clearly going to be a Pocahontas story where there's this foreigner and his ways are not like ours, but there's just something so interesting about him and he's so brave and he has the respect of the head lord who's obviously going to be the shogun. Dude, if they end up making the white guy the shogun, I'm not watching the show anymore. Like, I'm definitely going to blacklist it for there because it's cool that there's a stand-in of somebody who needs to kind of grow and earn and learn about the culture and stuff and like get their respect, but it's shitty that you can already tell exactly where this is going to end up going. He's going to end up being that guy's right hand man because throughout this whole situation he's going to earn his respect and he's going to fall in love with Mariko Sama because she speaks his language. She's the only one that can communicate with him, and she already like sees him do shit, and you can tell she has the hots for him. And it's just kind of shitty because it's I'm not saying if he comes here he shouldn't fall in love with a Japanese woman, but they make him seem so grand. Like, wow, we really wouldn't have been able to save our shogunate or however you pronounce it, whatever that's called, or our bureaucracy or government without the help of this English dude who just brought his dirty, rough English, like I don't play by no rules, mate, type shit into fucking Japan, and I don't like that. I think it's just Americans need to broaden their horizons and stop being so narrow-minded about cultures and kind of not need characters like this where they need a stand-in to kind of explore. And I get it, that's also kind of why they picked it in that history period because that's when a lot of Europeans were coming, and there's not only just that English guy, there's definitely other Spanish and stuff. So having other foreigners help, the fact that he's not the only foreigner, but it's definitely such like a colonizer type mentality where it's like such a Pocahontas thing, like she's saving her from their people's primitive ways and less spiritual and less cool than these fucking British twats. Like, no, dude, they do nothing but kind of butcher what could be because now they have to write for these characters and they definitely have to make him like the main love interest for this chick now, and it's gonna get stupid, and I can already see it happening, and I'm afraid because I'm liking the show so much already, and I'm afraid that it's really gonna get just so fucking dumb. So I mean, where we are on the first 3 episodes, it's so far so good, and hopefully, I'm being hopeful, and I hope to be, I hope that these writers are not just following all these tropes that have been set there for, because man, what's up with this whole white savior thing, man? Like they need the white guy, and and it's kind of shitty because I'm definitely against the whole like make the chick lame and gay and put her in Star Wars. Like I'm definitely against that, but also don't fucking add to the ego of like, oh yes, we need the white guy to come save us from our primitive ways, and they show this a lot that he's actually the fucking barbarian, and I like that they call him the barbarian and shit because in one part a doctor's curing him, and he insists on calling the doctor a warlock. He insists on saying, it's like, oh, well, how is this medicine? And it's like, bro, it's cleaner than Europe, man. Europeans were so dirty. Let me put it like this. Aztecs had running water. Like, they had plumbing. And they had fucking toilets and showers. And they would shower twice a day. Bro, the Black Plague happened because these motherfuckers are so dirty. The streets were dirty. Dude, you see medieval castles and like where they poop? They would poop right into their moats and shit. It's disgusting. and these were the people that were high regarded kings and shit. Like, no, no, I don't like it. So the fact that they're just kind of bringing in this guy who's English and he's like, oh yeah, I'm earning all the respect might from Toranga-sama and shit like that. Like, it's cool, earn the respect, be a warrior, but like when they make him so like such like a Pocahontas thing, and this guy's gonna be like his favorite son-in-law, and he's definitely on the way to be the right hand man of it. It's too predictable. It's too annoying. I say do something better with it, and it's just kind of, if they're already taking it this route from the beginning, it's just gonna end up like Game of Thrones, and it's gonna be really sad, to be frank. But again, I'm just stating the flaws that I see. Just for now, I could completely be wrong, and they make this character, somebody more respectable, somebody more likable. Because as far as he's come off, that character is not likable at all. Like, I like British characters. Sometimes it's pretty cool when they're like, "Oh yeah, you fucking, CUNT, whatever." I don't like saying it because I'm American, and it's not like a slight for me as it is for them. But you feel what I'm saying? There's just, why make it a whole Pocahontas thing? Why make him immediately the one who's gonna be the favorite? Like, yeah, they should high him in high regard and stuff. He should be a character like the guy from The Godfather who was the lawyer. He was the stepson, the adopted son or whatever. They should make it like that. You don't want it? You don't want the sniper? Shit, if you don't want it. But they should make it like that, where, they're all Italian, and then there's this white Irish kid that Vito Corleone, adopted because he earned his respect and stuff, and he ended up being his right-hand man and whatnot. But this Irish kid didn't come in, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna save you, lass, from your dirty Italian customs." Like, it wasn't like that. It was just more like they integrated it into him, and like, he became part of the family. And I think that's kind of how they should play off this character. But again, because he's a stand-in for Americans, and they always need the guy who's like, "Oh, play by my own rules," and, "Oh no, I don't care if you say this guy's a doctor. He's a warlock. He's whatever I see him to be, because I can't fucking broaden my narrow-minded beliefs about culture and believe that it fucking." And don't get me wrong, dude. USA, I love USA. Number one. USA. Frankly, I love the US. Some tell me it's the greatest country, and you're not wrong. But when it comes to consuming culture and art and stuff, yeah, we lack, man. We lack a lot. We lack a lot of shit, because and you gotta look at countries, even in South America, they were striving to be more European. That's why you see these cathedrals and these statues, and the streets are just beautiful, right? But in America, that kind of got lost. You look at the buildings, and they're just kind of buildings. And some buildings are amazing, and you go to the Empire State and whatnot, and you stay in, you look at it in awe, because it's still a fucking achievement of architecture. But there's just nothing graceful about it, nothing artistic. Like, if you go look at a French cathedral, right? You go to see Notre Dame. That's beautiful, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know who deployed that. And I just think that got lost. And you see it, like, for example, when they used to do the World's Fairs. You see the fucking buildings they would make for the World's Fairs, how creative they would get. They would want to make it look like you came to Atlantis or the Library of Alexandria or something like that. They would just try to be so grand about it. And I think that's something that got lost, is the grandeur in things, being grand, being majestic, being larger than life, And obviously that God, Gone and Glory brought a lot of bloodshed, but it also brought a lot of inspiration. I don't know. Everything has its downs and everything has its ups, right? So just gotta think of it like that. But yeah, as far as Shogun goes, I think it's a very good show. I think if you are trying to bring your attention span back instead of being fried on TikTok like I usually am, I would definitely give it a watch. You'll enjoy it. And not to talk shit, about all the characters. There's things that I think shouldn't be done, because it's like that already got done. Like, I've seen Pocahontas. Everybody, nice. Cow juice. His cow juice got juiced. Ah, you got him. He has a mate though. Where's his mate? He has a bot. But where's his mate? But yeah, Shogun, 10 out of 10. Well, 8 out of 10. Check it out. I like it. It's primetime TV, so you know it's like 40-minute episodes, like hour episodes, whatever. So it's pretty good. You've definitely will. I mean, at least I have though, and not just because I'm biased and I want to go to Japan and possibly even live there, right? But the Japanese characters are definitely more interesting. Their integrity is way more compelling. It's more captivating for sure. And you know, the English character, he has his moments, and I'm not gonna lie, they do write him in a way that he has to earn their respect. So as he's earning their respect, you know, he earns the viewers' respect a little bit too. But I feel like it's just coming to him so easy. Like he saved this ship or whatever, and they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna give him this title of Horomo or something like that. And when they tell him that, they're like, wow, this is a great honor, you know, and he doesn't get it. He's just like, oh, thank you, and it's just kind of like whatever. Like I would have bowed, my guy, you know, like bow your head, bro. We gotta eliminate Alejandro A1325. Somewhere. Wait, the banana boy is missing? Banana boy is missing? Oh. You got a little battle going on here, Mike? Did you find the bounty? Nice. You found him? You got him? You got him. Oh no, you got the card guy. Okay. Where do we go? There's footsteps over here too, though. Ah, you got him. There's times where I just pull up and I just see him as like, dude, I'm just watching you murk these guys at this point. Yeah, let's go get this vault though or whatever. Fuck you. I think I reckon it's inside. It's downstairs. There's a lot of characters still to be introduced, and you know the fact that this guy is teaching Yoshi how to dive and they're swimming too. Oh whoa, what the fuck? Oh, good thing we got this. Boom chaka laka laka boom chaka. Yeah, that's what we're doing. What is this, a shotgun? Yeah, I want that shotty. Oh, this isn't mine. Oh, look, with stairs are gone. Okay, let's get out of this storm.
Someone's here.
Anyway, guess they must have fucking fled. Fuck. Oh hey, Meestor, what's up? You staring at me? But yeah, Shogun. Fuck, I can't stop saying it. I can't really stop thinking about it.
As we're leaving.
Alright, I'll watch behind us. And no one was there. Emote a pleasant pizza for 5 seconds. Ooh, that would be a good one. But 8 out of 10 for sure. I hope they don't go the Pocahontas route, but you can already tell the pilot's gonna end up with Mariko-sama. And I don't like predictable shit. I don't like when I can watch a movie or a show and I already can tell what's gonna happen, or you know, a trait or something, a trope that's just a cliche that just gets used to fucking death, man.
Gunfire. North 12.
We're probably trying to take this tower. Oh, I hate when my game crackles. Damn, these boys are fighting somewhere. Alright, let's see if we can get any visuals. I wonder how long, you know, because Fortnite invested in like 1.5 billion on Disney or somewhere or other.
They're in this area somewhere. There
So I wonder when we're gonna see Kermit the Frog on Fortnite, and he's just like, "Say hi ho to my little friend." They're going up the zip line. Ambitious.
I hit him.
Oh man, these sniper battles.
Ooh, I almost hit him on that one. Hit him. Is this little fucking pecker really shooting at me? Oh my god, behind us!
Damn.
Coming down. It's following me.
Oof. Oh, they're in the trees. It's like Vietnam all over again. I'm running. Ah, no! I got cheeky bastards. 2 sides. All right, one more. One more. Let's do it. Let's do it. One more. We're gonna do one more and then call it. It's late. I'm tired. Oof.
I can't keep those out of this bag.
Chicago. But aside from that, guys, which is a highly recommended show, 10 out of 10. Mario Day is coming up March 10th. Speaking of 10s out of 10s, and I'm going to be doing a special event slash, well, it's not an event, just a Mario stream, and I'm going to be playing Mario games throughout the ages as we go and celebrate our favorite Italian plumber with a red hat. We're going to be going through most of the games that I have available and access to me through my Switch, obviously, because I'm not like that hardcore, and I'm not gonna like buy retro consoles and hook them up because I don't have the time, money, or attention span for that. So if you do that, you're already more badass than me for sure. But we're gonna be playing the games that I have available to me through the Switch emulators. We're gonna be playing those games, and I will be here with you guys for a long time. We're also at the beginning of the stream going to go through a little history of what Mario and where he came from, just so we can know how we ended up with this great character. I mean, I would say just as iconic as Mickey Mouse, even. You put Mario anywhere, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, it's Mario. It's the guy who jumps." So he was part of a lot of people's childhood, especially building up to our newer generations. Going from Gen X to now. So it's just kind of crazy how it all started with just a little plumber, and he saved the video game industry. So we're gonna watch, not watch, but we're gonna look through that. We're gonna play some games, and we're just gonna have a lot of fun. Hell, I might even buy some pasta and just kill it in front of you guys. Just fucking buy a big bowl of pasta, and you can watch me stuff myself to death. I'm not gonna do that though. It was just maybe in a few weeks when I don't have to worry so much about what I eat. But for now, we're just gonna be playing some games, having some fun. Maybe eat a mushroom. I'll buy some mushrooms and eat it like I eat a mushroom, not like psychedelics. You silly guys. Where are we dropping? I just jumped off the bus without a plan. Gravy, I can make that. I don't know why I jumped off the bus so quick. And Meester's, I have another chair next to me, and Meester's sitting on it like it's his office chair. And now he's licking himself because that's what Meesters do. But yeah, super excited for Mario Day. And then another thing that I'm gonna be talking about. I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but there's gonna be this new documentary releasing on HBO, and I think Discovery Channel also, about the abuse that went on in Nickelodeon and to the child actors, and how Dan Schneider is basically like a horrible person and stuff. The documentary is gonna be called Quiet on Set, and I'll be doing my best to review it when it comes out, for sure. And I'll be doing my best to try to watch the whole thing because it's a pretty heavy topic, that whole child abuse thing. He's running from me. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. Why are you running? Why are you running? I'm gonna chase this guy till the end of my days. Get him, Sally. There you go. He thought he could get away. Oh, nice. Some shield. Oh, his mate's over here, Sally. And I don't have any ammunition. Fuck me. Hate when you only find a gun with one mag in it. It's fucking bullshit. Let's see if there's any ammo in here real quick. Can't do anything without ammo, my guy. Oh, you dropped some. Thank you. Let me just go check this little shed right quick, though. Oh, yeah, look at that. Weapons and ammo. Oof. We gotta look in for this game, see if maybe we can win it. I've been playing ass. Again, I like to play Fortnite when I'm gonna turn off my mind and just kind of, do whatever for the night. So I don't really fucking try. But I should start trying, because I used to be decent at Fortnite. I wasn't that bad. I remember when I first started playing, I was really bad, and then we were catching so many games back to back, like every day. Squad games, duos games, trios games, solo games, just every game because we were streaming so much and just so many people were playing Fortnite with us at that time.
Tú no puedes conmigo jugando Fortnite, jugando Fortnite, jugando Fortnite. No puedes conmigo jugando Fortnite, jugando Fortnite, jugando Fortnite.
Dude, I love this auto aim pistol. No way they brought back fireflies. No way. Oh my gosh. I need them. Give me the fireflies. We gotta get out of this storm, yo. Nice, what's that? I got a purple. Alright. Maybe find an automobile? Yeah, there you go. Nice, good call on that. Tú no puedes conmigo jugando Fortnite, jugando Fortnite, jugando Fortnite. Oh shit, oh! Oh, go. It's okay, I only broke my clavicle. Are the tires messed up on this? Oh, is that the radio? I thought somebody was talking to me. I was like, who the fuck? Ooh. Damn, somebody both start pounding.
Style points at.
They're shooting over here. I think they're trying to kill the bot.
I got a case. Tossing the case in.
Yeah, there's a dude right there. Got him. Oh, it's just a grunt. It's just a fucking grunt.
Oh, there's somebody here.
One's down. Oh, we gotta go.
Yeah,
That
you can
storm's not
upgrade over here
playing.
if you want. Upgrade station.
Upgrade. That's a scalp upgrade now. I need that fucking legendary upgrade. Yeah, no, fuck the storm for real. No way. Where are you? Are you flying? Alright, hop in.
Hold up. I open this for you. Right next to you, but if I don't open the gate, you'll run into it. You can't smash through it.
Whack. Alright, let's just go to that other car. Fuck it. Fuck the gate. Oh shit.
I guess you can with the Mustang. There's people ahead of us. Wait. Come on. I can catch them.
All right. I should said, I guess.
Where are our motherfucking style points, homie? Where are our style points?
What are style points?
Who else Dukes of Hazzards in like that and takes out squads?
Bro, you do. We ran out of gas too. That would have been cool. We had just been like.
We do, motherfucker. We do.
True, true. That was fun. I wish we had gas.
Yeah. I like jumping in on dirt bikes and like landing in, like doing a triple flip and then fighting.
A triple flip, dude. I could picture it. I love the dirt bikes. They're probably the
It's
coolest
so fun.
vehicle
People
right
are like,
now.
what the fuck? Do a triple flip and then you like jump off the bike and start shooting people. Oh, I fucking love it.
Let's see if we can find like 2 dirt bikes and pull some shit off. Dude, have you seen that hand yet?
Yeah.
Apparently a Titan's gonna
there's
come out.
a power level to it. Oh no! It dropped the treasure chest.
Yeah. Apparently a Titan's gonna come out or something. We should. I need some heals. Let's see. Oh, there's a fucking vending machine. Perfect. There's
It's gonna be
gunshots.
Taylor Swift telling us all the bitches for Joe Biden.
I don't think anybody can come out here and be like, yeah, vote for Joe.
There's gunshots
And
over here.
and I don't think anybody in the, you know, I think people are really tired of it. Everybody misses good old Donnie.
Thank God.
Bro, I straight up
Took them long enough.
I saw a thing where apparently the Mexican army was shouting like Trump, 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 and I was like, damn, that's ironic. Why are they for I guess, you know, because it's kind of funny when he was talking about the wall. Mexico was so offended. I remember the president being like, we're not paying for shit or whatever, and now they're like, Trump, Trump. Oh, what the fuck? I got flanked. You got him, you got him, you got him, you got him, you got him. Ah, damn. No, he had a mythic. It's okay. All right, but holy shit, that was intense. That was a good that was a good little kill with showing up Dukes of Hazzard style. That was a pretty good one. But okay, fuck, I think we're gonna call it here, guys. It was a fun stream. Thank you so much to Sally for the resub and hanging out and playing some games with me and carrying me. I hope his back doesn't hurt too much from all that, because I'm pretty heavy to carry sometimes. So, but yeah, no, guys, if you haven't checked out Shogun, 10 out of 10, check it out. You know, it's not a 10 out of 10 yet. I think it could be a 10 out of 10. And depending on how the seasons go, and Sally said just my hips. Yeah, you gotta live with the hips, right? But depending how far the seasons go and how many seasons they're trying to make of it, and you know, because the main guy, Yoshi, he has a son too, so they usually end up always killing the son though. They always end up kind of doing something to the son to where the main guy seeks revenge, and you know it just kind of goes with that. But with that, with that being said, guys, be sure to check it out. And I just want to say, is there a grandfather called Bowser? Could be. Yoshi's like an actual name though in Japan. Like there's like a lot of like once you start watching anime and shit, they're like, wow, there's not just a dinosaur. Yoshi. They actually named Yoshi. What did they name Yoshi after? There's like a whole story of what they named Yoshi after. But anyway, if you haven't checked it out, I definitely recommend Shogun, guys. Also, real quick, March 10th is Mario Day. We're gonna be doing a special stream at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and/or 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, depending on when I get off work. But it'll be around the evening time, so you guys can be here on a Sunday. Because there, what else is there to do on a Sunday but kick back, relax, and watch a Mike Perchik stream, right? But again, I just want to thank Sally again for the resub 9 months, man. You've been subscribed. A whole gestation period for a baby. That's a long time. So thank you so much for, supporting the stream for so long and being here playing some games with me. It was really fun and I appreciate it. And we definitely got to get some boarding going, even when I'm not streaming, just in general. Let's just play more board because I need to get better. But yeah, guys, thank you so much again for being here. You guys could literally be anywhere else in the world and you choose to be right here with me right now, living it and loving it. And for that, I am truly and ever so grateful. So guys, with that being said, I hope you guys stay happy, I hope you guys stay safe, and I hope you guys stay golden. Good night.
I've lost all ambition or worldly acclaim. I just wanna be the one you love. Lost all ambition,